A new lightweight champion emerged at the UFC 280 in Abu Dhabi when Islam Makhachev defeated Charles Oliveira via a second-round head and arm choke. Following this win, the UFC veteran Conor McGregor took to Twitter to react to the UFC 280 main event. What has the UFC star got to say about the champ? Did Sean O'Malley really deserve the split decision win over Peter Yan? Keep on watching to find out. McGregor's tweets about the UFC 280 main event victory on Saturday showed that he wasn't too impressed by the performance of Makhachev. McGregor criticized the newest champ and stated that he has all it takes to defeat the Russian champion in the octagon. This statement did not go down well with lots of fans and fighters around the world. Some notable MMA personalities such as the manager Ali Abdelaziz and the former UFC welterweight Ben Askren were forced to respond to these series of tweets by McGregor. The CEO of Dominance MMA, Abdelaziz, was particularly angry when McGregor mentioned late Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov in his tweets. McGregor had talked about father's plan, and with this statement he was referring directly to Abdulmanap, whom Khabib and Makhachev had talked about in the past. Abdelaziz called out McGregor and pointed out that he was fond of talking about people's families. "You are low-life, stop talking about people's family, you need a face slap, soon nobody cares about you." McGregor responded to this tweet by Abdelaziz by insulting him. Ben "Funny" Askren also took to Twitter to state that all McGregor wanted was simply a title shot, despite the fact that he has not stepped foot inside the octagon for a long time, is riding on a 2-fight losing streak, and is no longer ranked inside the top 10. Askren referenced Dana White's comments made at the UFC 280 post-fight news conference, where the promotion president confirmed that McGregor isn't in the USADA testing pool. McGregor responded by calling Askren a jackass. A clothing brand, Deathron, also reacted to the tweet by McGregor by criticizing him for not fighting. The Notorious responded by insulting the clothing brand and saying that he'll be back soon. The disrespect: "Don't worry, fatso fat tits, I'll be back doing what I love soon, competing." Just as expected, most of these tweets have all been deleted by the owners. The Irishman has not participated in any fight since he broke his leg in July 2021 while fighting against Dustin Poirier. The injury came at his third meeting with Poirier, and it was the second time he was losing to his longtime rival. Till date, McGregor has not been able to state definitely when he will return. The Notorious has been busy with other matters like starring in the remake of the movie Roadhouse. This will be his debut movie, and he will be starring alongside other stars such as Jake Gyllenhaal. On the other hand, Makhachev has proven to be quite dominant in the UFC. He is currently riding on an 11-fight win streak. With this recent victory, Makhachev's next bout might be against the featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski. Makhachev dominated the fight right from round 1 with his good shots and early takedown. Oliveira managed to threaten with a few submission attempts, but Makhachev's superior positioning beat him to it and made it difficult for him. Makhachev was finally able to force Oliveira to tap out at the 3:16 mark of round 2 using his arm triangle choke. With excitement, the newest champion had this to say.
First of all, you see, I have to say, I always ask God, but He gives me always more than what I ask. Alhamdulillah. And Abu Dhabi, thank you. I training so hard for this moment. All my life, when I was kids, I preparing for that moment.
The title win fulfilled a guarantee by Nurmagomedov's late father, Abdulmanap, who once said that after his son retired, it would be Makhachev who would go forward as the sport's best 155-pound fighter. Makhachev's victory and McGregor's tweet weren't the only drama that resulted from the UFC 280. In fact, Khamzat Chimaev and Abubakar Nurmagomedov had to be separated after they both got into a physical altercation. The pair got into a fight during Islam Makhachev's interview at Etihad Arena in Abu Dhabi. The fight got so bad that the UFC welterweight contender Khamzat Chimaev and middleweight Abubakar Nurmagomedov had to be separated by security personnel. Although the actual reason for this altercation is yet to be confirmed, Nurmagomedov expressed his grievances on Instagram, where he posted a very long message directed at Chimaev. In the message, Nurmagomedov warned Chimaev about how he refers to his cousin Khabib Nurmagomedov. The UFC president Dana White commented on the actions by Chimaev during the post-fight news conference and said that it happens, especially with him. Still on the UFC 280, Peter Yan lost to Sean O'Malley via a split decision of the judges. Yan wasn't too happy with this judgment and he expressed his feelings of being robbed against Sean O'Malley on Twitter. Apparently, several other people did not agree with the judges' decisions either. The two fighters went home with an additional $50,000 Fight of the Night bonus for their outstanding performances. However, this did not stop Yan from posting the judges. In a post-fight tweet, Yan had the support of fellow fighters who were surprised as well that O'Malley won the bout. Although multiple people in the fight community agreed that Yan was robbed of his win, the records also shows that O'Malley actually landed more strikes than Yan with a total of 84, whereas Yan had 58. With the outcome of the fight and the reactions from fight fans, the possibility of a rematch is high, but as it stands, O'Malley might be meeting with Aljamain Sterling for the bantamweight title. The height of it all was when O'Malley himself appeared to be surprised. He admitted that he wasn't too sure that he had done enough to win the fight. "I didn't know how it was going to go," he said. Tim Welch, O'Malley's coach, was excited about the victory, and after rewatching the fight, he went ahead to call out some of the critics of Suga on social media. Welch tweeted, "Let's hear it, hater, let's see his face." O'Malley was able to pull off an exciting performance against Yan, but it was a close fight that could have gone either way. So this might delay O'Malley's chance at getting a title shot soon. Even the UFC president Dana White said, "Yan versus O'Malley was an extremely close fight that could have gone either way. Dana was in no rush to declare Sean O'Malley next in line for the bantamweight title." Ever since Sean O'Malley joined the UFC, Dana White has been touting him as the next Conor McGregor. This comparison with McGregor stems from his striking power, which is similar to that of McGregor. The UFC president compared this fight with Peter Yan to the one Conor had against Jose Aldo. A win for Sean would mean crossing over into the elite names in the division. Peter Yan came into the fight as the #1 contender in the division. Yan is one of the best grapplers in mixed martial arts. O'Malley proved himself as one of the best by remaining vigilant and avoiding all of Yan's takedowns. Whenever Yan succeeded in his takedown attempts, Sean got up quickly. However, it was his clinical strikes that gave him the upper hand. Some of the Twitter reactions of fans and fellow fighters over the split decision win over Peter Yan are: Jorge Masvidal claimed that the judges in Abu Dhabi are f***ing careers up. Herbert Burns stated clearly that Yan won this fight. Derek Brunson, who wasn't too surprised at the outcome, said, "Told y'all O'Malley was getting that dub." Simon Simano said plainly that, "Scratch that, Sean O'Malley won. I disagree with that decision, but he got the job done to 2 of 3 judges, 29-28. Uriah Hall expressed shock at the outcome by saying, "What? No way, no way." Sadiq Youssef praised O'Malley but maintained that Yan won the fight. Credit to O'Malley for the strong performance, but Yan won that. Dominic Reyes also lamented that O'Malley benefited from UFC privileges. Wow, talk about UFC privilege, this is getting out of hand. Do you believe that Conor McGregor has all it takes to defeat Islam Makhachev? Was Peter Yan really robbed by the judges? You can let us know what you think in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel. Also leave your notifications turned on for more updates from us. Ensure you check out the next video. Goodbye.